Bangladesh became food deficit country back in mid 50s when the population of Bangladesh was 55 million, the then Bengal, East Bengal, 55 million. Since then, not a single inch of arable land has been increased, rather has been decreased by 25% to 30% because of the expansion of the cities, because of infrastructure build-up, because of industrialization, and because of making shelter for increased number of population. And today, the population is 170 to 75 million. We are number 8, our Foreign Secretary has said. We used to be number 7. We are number 7. We are lagged behind by Pakistan because in Pakistan now 241 million population. But during our independence, we were 70 million, and in Pakistan was 55 million. And so we are lagged behind by high population growth rate in Pakistan. So we are dropped to number 8. But I'm afraid whether we would be able to keep our position number 8. This has not wondered the people only. This has wondered the World Food Program. Bangladesh is a case study now, today, to other countries. World Food Program placed Bangladesh. Look how Bangladesh, be a most densely populated country of the world, be a country of climatic events, being a country affected by all the negative factors of the climate change, how Bangladesh has become self-sufficient in food grain production. And back in 2009, when he formed the government, Prime Minister gave me the charge of a State Minister for Foreign Affairs in 2009. Back in 2009, when he formed the government, our GDP size was 80 billion US dollar. And today, our GDP size is 578 billion US dollar, 6 times more. And our budget size was 81,000 crore. And today, 7,67,000 crore taka. How many times more? You can imagine. And number of people, percentage of people below poverty line was 40%. And today, percentage of people below poverty line is 18.6% or 7%. And extreme poverty at the time, back in 2009, was 20%. And today, extreme poverty is 5%. How we have progressed over the last 15 years' time. This is not because of magic. This is because of magical leadership of Prime Minister, our beloved Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina. And our export basket, our export, in terms of the money, our export has been increased, but our export has not been diversified. And this is the topic of discussion today. And very valuable discussion has taken place here. I'm very happy to happy to hear learned expression and comment by different people. And export diversification is closely associated with the rapid and inclusive economic growth of countries. In the 8th five-year plan of Bangladesh, export diversification issue has been considered in a broad spectrum, which includes not only product and geographical diversification, but also intermediate goods diversification, quality diversification, and goods to service diversification. To achieve the goal of export diversification, the government focuses on 3 aspects of the trade policy regime: ensuring export competitiveness, reducing anti-export bias of the trade regime, and reducing anti-diversification bias of exports. To diversify export basket, the government has identified several sectors as highest priority sector and special development sector. Highest priority sectors such as includes value-added RMG, garments, accessories, software and ICT products, pharmaceutical products, plastic products, footwear products, jute products, agri-processed products, shipbuilding, and also agricultural different products, and a skilled manpower export also. I just want to give you one data. Netherlands, in size less than one third of Bangladesh, less than one third of Bangladesh, Netherlands. And Netherlands agricultural export is 72 billion US dollar per year. And $50 billion their domestic product, and 22 billion US dollar is value-added product. They import from other country and value add. And our total export is not 72 billion US dollar yet. Netherlands in size is less than one third of Bangladesh. So we have a lot of scope. To export agricultural products, because Bangladesh is a fertile country. And I'm very happy to hear from the Chinese ambassador. I had the opportunity to meet with many other ambassadors, and they have expressed their willingness to import mango from Bangladesh. If you go to Europe and if you buy the mango from the super shop, that is not mango, that is to me the vegetable. So mango export has a lot of potential, and many other agricultural products export. And we are exporting, if I'm not wrong, last year was $1 billion US, $1 billion US, and this year target is $2 billion US, is it? Yes. Yeah, $2 billion US. But we can export within near future more than 10 billion US dollar, at least 10 billion US dollar of agricultural products. We are facing challenge after the corona pandemic and after Russia-Ukraine war and Gaza war. We are facing a lot of challenges worldwide because the demand for garments products has been decreased, and buying capacity where we export our products, buying capacity of the people have been decreased. That's why we have been facing a lot of challenges. We are also aware that the geopolitical scenario in our region has been evolving all the time. And this evolving geopolitical scenario has created both opportunities and challenges for us. We are quite aware of this geopolitical scenario. The government of Bangladesh is well aware of that and taking prudent step in this regard, keeping in view the emerging geopolitical scenario. The government has strengthened its measures to attract FDI through establishing new special economic zones. You know that our government has decided to set up 100 economic zones around the country. Already, I think more than 20 economic zones have been set up. And in those economic zones, many industries have gone into production. You know that when we got our independence back in 1971, the contribution of agriculture sector back in 1972 was 52%. And contribution of industrial sector back in 1972 was around 5%. And in 2022, contribution of agriculture sector has been dropped to 11.22%. And contribution of industry sector has been increased to 34%. And this year, I believe it will be 35%. So we are becoming industrialized nation as contribution from the industrial sector is increasing day by day, going close to fifth land of our beloved Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. You know that we are going through fourth industrial revolution. The first industrial revolution was invention of steam engine. That was in 1752. And after the invention of steam engine, we were behind. We are lagged behind by Europe and advanced countries by 150 years because first steam engine run train operated in Bombay in 1852, 100 years. We're like behind by 100 years at the beginning of 1990s. So we are behind by 30 years. But we are not behind in the fourth industrial revolution. You may remember that back in 2008, we floated the slogan, Digital Bangladesh. We transform Bangladesh into a digital Bangladesh. Many people laughed at us.